I came up with Blue Eyes, Blue Eyes is a song that was on the EP and it's now also on the album. And it has this very kind of island, you know, kind of chilled out holiday rhythm to it that's kind of... But it all started completely the opposite of that. I came up with this idea about a woman losing her heart on the subway system, literally losing it, and then there's this place in London for the London Underground where it's the famous Lost and Found, and they have so many of everything. They categorize everything into big boxes, and they've got tubs that are from the floor to here of just false teeth. I think they have about 3 of them. They're full of false teeth. So it's like, oh, well, maybe she loses her heart on the underground, like she gets her heart broken, she loses it, and then she has to go to the Lost and Found to find it, but she can't tell which one it is from the row and row that there are. That's how this idea started. And then I was like, well, how do you work with that? I didn't have a melody or anything. I was like, I want to find a way to put that into a song. And so the first thing I thought of was the rhythm of a train. So it was like, you know, what you get on a subway system. And I was like, I was sitting on the tube, I was like, what kind of tune do I hear in my head? And the one thing that I heard, so I was like, me of like a movie scene, because often when I write songs I'm making movies in my head, and it reminded me of like something that you'd see in Amélie. I was like, that movie, that French film, like if she was sitting on the tube like this, what would you want to hear? And it just fit. And so from that I wrote the song on top, and then it went, your heart got broken on the underground, go find your spirit and Lost and Found. And it went from that, instead of putting that train rhythm on top of it, this idea of a soca kind of rhythm, like, went into it, and it just was... So that's how it happened, you know, and then on top of that it went... Blue eyes, what's the matter, matter, blue eyes, what's the matter, matter, so blind, what's the matter, matter, blue eyes, what's the matter with you? That's how it happened. So I was never like, oh, I want to do an island song. It's just, everything's like a glorious accident. You have to let things happen. You have to chase something until all the accidents turn into something that are actually a good thing.